Welcome to On a Mission, where we highlight business leaders making a big impact, not only locally, but nationwide. I'm your host, Morgan Young, and I'm joined by Morgan Templar, First CDO Partners business owner. Great to meet you, Morgan.
Thank you, Morgan. I'm pleased to meet another Morgan as well. Thanks for having me on the show.
I love it. And I'm so excited to hear more about your mission. You were telling me before we started this a little bit about your mission statement. So please share with the guests.
Happy to. My personal mission is to make the world a better place, one person at a time. And I chose the vehicle of data. I've worked in healthcare data for over 20 years, and I felt like if I was in a position to improve the experience of people when they are at their most vulnerable, when they are looking for care or they have had some type of issue in their life that puts them in the medical system, that if their data was better, they would have a better experience. There would be less medical errors. There would be fewer mistakes. There would be shorter wait times. Outcomes would improve. Better insights could be gained for people's individual health. There's so many benefits of having good data in healthcare. And so as I've really worked in healthcare for most of my career, it has been with that potential that if I can change the data, if I can make it better, if my teams can improve our processes and make it less expensive and make it more accessible and available for, especially as we're moving into AI, the ability to be the basis of a foundation for new diagnosis and new processes. It makes a difference for people in their daily lives.
It really does. It helps fill those gaps and create growth strategically, which I love to hear it. Do you have any stories about a time when your data has really helped someone or a company go from, not doing well to doing super well?
I have a lot of experience where organizations have been really trying to improve the way they interact. But I actually have a personal story, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
So I worked in healthcare, and one of my children got ill, and she had an undiagnosable disease. Nobody has ever had it. And so the thing that we needed was data. And we sent, because I also worked for the organization, for the hospital, we sent out test results and samples all over the world to get data back, to see if anybody had data on what was wrong with this child, and could we find any other treatments or cures that people had tried. And it really did come down to data, and we eventually did find something that worked, and she recovered after about a year. But it was all about the data, and that cemented for me that if I were really going to make that kind of a difference in the life of my child, in the life of my family, by having better data, that would also help you, and it would help my neighbors, and it would help everyone else if we could just do a better job with our data.
100%. And I'm so happy to hear that you used your story, your testimony, and now you've created an impact to help so many other people. So that's incredible. One more question for you. If you had all the money in the world, what would you use it for to make an impact or make a difference?
To be honest, if I had all the money in the world, I would again start locally. I live in a very small town. I'm local to Pittsburgh, but our town is 4,500 people, and it's old. It's 150 years old, and houses burn down all the time because their electrical wiring is old. And I would love to help people individually improve their lives by cleaning up their environments, by removing asbestos, by repainting over lead paint, by putting better wiring into individual people's homes and improving water systems for towns. That's what I would do if I had all the money in the world. I would look at local communities and make it better.
Beautiful. One person at a time, just like you mentioned in your mission statement. I love it. And that is already, our time is already up. I can't believe it. I would talk to you all day if I could. I love to hear about you and about your mission. So thank you so much, Morgan. And viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to hear more about Morgan Templar and what she has going on, her information is in dailynewsnetwork.com, and you can check it all out there. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode of On a Mission.